Guys, let me plug in my information. Give it a second for my people on Instagram to join back on. And then we could get into making my drink. But while they're joining back on Facebook, I wanted to show you guys this. And I was having trouble showing it to you earlier. So I cut a few pieces of ginger. And I don't know. Okay, so there's more pieces of ginger in here. I just can't seem to show it to you guys. It's at the bottom. But I cut a few pieces of ginger, and actually it's gonna go in here right now. So I can get the benefits of ginger along with this drink. So again, like I mentioned yesterday, be creative. You know what your body needs. Thank you for coming back on. You know what your body needs, so be creative. So what I did, I warmed up Instagram. Thank you for joining. I warmed up some ginger in some hot water, cut up a few pieces. So that's gonna be part of my claws drink because with my digestive issues, I need ginger. So I added that. So we have cayenne pepper. And every day as I do this, I'll tell you whatever little changes I made. Okay, they didn't make this easy to open. I'll tell you what little changes I've made. And I'll make the drink faster too because a lot of you guys have already saw me since day one. Remember, if you have high blood pressure, skip the cayenne pepper. Okay, so tip the cayenne pepper just a little bit. It's very little. Okay, so we have C for cayenne pepper, L for lemon, half a lemon. I'm gonna add some cool water to this too, guys, so that it's not so hot. If you have a lemon squeezer, it'll be faster. I like doing it the old-fashioned way. So L for lemon. A for apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar with the mother. So Bragg's is an amazing brand. They actually have more than just apple cider vinegar. They have other drinks. Now, I'm gonna put this to the side and explain to you what I'm gonna do with this. Because of my teeth being sensitive, yay, make yours. Take a picture and post it. I would love to see it, or send it to me in a DM. I'm gonna put the apple cider on the side. It's not gonna go in here. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this so that it's not affecting my teeth. If you watched me yesterday, you noticed that I used a straw. The straw still doesn't work because I still feel the apple cider vinegar in my mouth, and my teeth was sensitive yesterday. So I'm going to show you what I'm gonna do so that I don't skip the apple cider vinegar, but it won't be part of the drink. So I'm gonna put this aside. A for apple cider vinegar, W for water, S for sweetener. Now this time I did agave. This time I did agave, so it will melt in here easier. One tablespoon. Listen, what I've been seeing with my body has been making me so excited to continue this drink. It's amazing. And 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Now that's part of the claws. C-L-A-W-S-E. Now, yesterday I added some turmeric. So I'm gonna add my little turmeric here. And I add basically 1/4 of a teaspoon in here. Turmeric is very good for inflammation. It's an anti-inflammatory. So all those problems that people have, that basically most diseases come from mucus and inflammation. So that's why I added this. And of course you see the ginger. So the two extra things that I added to this is ginger and turmeric. So I'm not gonna drink this right now, but you see my claws drink, and remember I put the apple cider vinegar on the side. This is what I'm gonna do with the apple cider vinegar. Because I'm sensitive to the apple cider vinegar, I'm gonna do it in a shot glass. So I could chuck it all the way back and I don't have to worry about my teeth. That's how I always used to take apple cider vinegar before. So I'm gonna put a tablespoon in here. Do not take apple cider vinegar straight. And I repeat, do not take apple cider vinegar straight. It will burn. And if you're very sensitive to acid, then you either need to cut down on the dosage that you take or don't take it at all. So I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon. So you see how much is in there? And the rest with water. And this, I'm just gonna chuck it. So that went right straight to my throat. I don't have to worry about it bothering my gums and my teeth. Now, all the rest of the ingredients are here. I will drink this after the live stream because I'm too excited to get into what's been going on. So, if you've not been following me, I'm gonna go real quickly of the first 72 hours of symptoms that I've noticed. First, my eyes get watery. One thing when you're doing this, be sure that you stay hydrated. And not only just to drink a lot of water, you need to drink water that provides electrolytes. Even if you're drinking a lot of water, your body will still be dehydrated if your electrolyte numbers go down. Trust me, I ended up in the hospital because I thought I was hydrating myself and I was actually diluting my electrolytes. So while you're doing this cleanse, you're gonna feel more thirsty, you're gonna feel a little dehydrated. Drink as much water as you can, drink some tea. Be sure you drink something that provides electrolytes. And coconut water, at the bottom of here, it says naturally occurring electrolytes. Please don't skip this part, it's very important. And if you don't provide yourself enough fluid in your body, the toxins will not come out as they should. They'll stay inside your body. So you won't be able to flush it out. So please, be sure you do that. So, during the last 72 hours, what I've noticed with my body, at first I did not go. You're supposed to go within the first hour, the first 2 hours. If your body's working like it should, I didn't go the first 24 hours, which that shows to me that my body is not releasing like it should. I had watery eyes. I had mucus in my nose and my throat. I noticed after I started this cleanse, I started blowing my nose and I would feel a drip in my throat. So that's showing me that my body is starting to release toxins. Monty and Luca, stop, stop. I would get a feeling in the right ear that feels like I have hydroperoxide in it. I drink this 1 time a day. And I eat regularly. This is not, I'm not doing this and stopping my eating. I'm just adding the drink to my regular routine. The only thing is, I notice the more I'm cleansing my body, the more I want to eat better and the more I want to exercise. So I drink it once a day. 24 hours and I've been broken out tremendously. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Thank you for mentioning that. Well, let's talk about it right now or I'll forget. I have a customer on Instagram that said that she's been flushing her body. After 24 hours, she noticed that her skin broke out. Whenever you're doing a detox, things are going to start coming out. They're gonna come out through your poop. They're gonna come out through your pee. They're gonna come through your eyes. You're gonna be blowing your nose. You're gonna be coughing things up. And some people will experience a breakout in their skin. That is normal. As a matter of fact, when I consult with customers and they have a skin issue, one of the things I'll ask them is, are you detoxing? Because detoxing your body will cause breakouts. So thank you for bringing that up. I noticed, if you guys remember, I noticed a clawing in my left nostril, and I couldn't understand why I was getting that clawy feeling. I've been paying attention, and this is the same nostril where I have a lot of mucus. So something is going on this side of my body. And I noticed the mucus is a funny yellow color, because you guys know your normal yellow infected, I have a cold mucus. This yellow color is a weirdish, it's almost, I don't even know how to say it. I want to say a mustard colorish. Whatever it is, it's not normal for me. And I noticed that my nose will be dripping that yellow color. So there is something going on when it comes to this detox with this side of my face. The first day I had a bubbly feeling in my stomach. Your urine is going to smell different, and I noticed that automatically. The first time I went to urinate, it smelled different. I had a funny taste in my mouth on the first 24 hours, which I forgot to mention on day 1. So guys, be sure, you could get Doriel's journal. She has different things to look for. Or if it's hard to get the journal out at the time due to a lack of income, get yourself a notebook and write, yes, it was a curry powder color, the drip out of my nose. Get yourself a notebook and write every little thing that's happening. I would even tell you to go as far as meditate 1 to 2 minutes a day, so that you can start being in tune with your body while you're detoxing. While your body's flushing, while your body's cleansing, take some time and meditate 2 to 3 minutes a day. That allows you to center your body, and it will actually help you to become more in tune with your body, so you can start realizing all these things that are happening if it happens to you. I already told you guys, I know I'm very toxic, so maybe more things are happening to me, but I'm excited because I'm cleansing out. Like if you guys only knew how excited I am about this, it's crazy. So I had a funny taste in my mouth the first 24 hours. The first 24 hours I had chills. I had chills as if I was having the flu. So that's to be expected if that happens to you. I already explained to you guys about being very sensitive from the apple cider vinegar. If you are, just do what I did today. Skip the whole straw. Just do what I did today. Chuck it all the way back so it doesn't touch your gums. And if you're just joining me now, please take the time to check the replay so you can get all the steps. My urine was very, very clear the first 24 hours, which to me was like, wow, because I did not have a lot of water. I started this cleanse not being hydrated. So I was really surprised that my urine was very clear. Now it's a little yellowish, which is funny because now I'm hydrating. So that's toxins that's coming out of my body through urination. You guys noticed, if you were watching the first live stream, that I was belching a lot. I noticed that the belching has gone down. You will get very dehydrated. Please hydrate, and don't forget something with electrolytes in it. Oh, here's a big one for me. I'll tell you guys, I have so much to cover. I have fibroids. I have 5 fibroids, and in the last year, every time I'm on my cycle, I've always had a heavy cycle since I had my tubal ligation done in 2004. So ever since then, I've always had a heavy period. But the last year, my period has been so heavy. I mean, I'm talking about changing, and the purple pads, like the purple pads mean absolutely nothing to my body. My period is so heavy that there's days when I know my period is coming on day 1 and 2. On day 1 and 2, I try not to do anything strenuous because I know it's not gonna be good for me. And I hope I finish this live stream. I got 10% on my, hold one second, guys. Let me see if I could put this in a way that I could still charge it. Hold on. Hold one second, guys. Okay, hopefully it's charging. Yes, my cycle has been so heavy that it doesn't matter what pad I'm using, it doesn't work because it's just that heavy. So when I started this cleanse, I was on day 3 of my cycle. I noticed automatically that my period was reduced. And it was even shock to me because I'm preparing for the day. I have to pretty much prepare my day around my cycle because it gets that bad. I try not to even go to work. So on day 3, I noticed that my cycle was reduced tremendously. Now what I'm trying to pay attention to is if it will reduce the amount of days. And if it doesn't, that's okay. My cycle lasts 7 days. Last month, it lasts 16 days. So it's all over the place. But I'm very excited that the amount of my cycle, what was flushing out of my system, was less than it usually is the previous month. So if you're on your cycle when you're doing this, pay attention to see if you notice your cycle changed. For me, that was very exciting. Let's see what else. Okay, on day 2, I noticed I was very exhausted. All I wanted to do is sleep. So like I said on yesterday's live stream, when you start this detox, pay attention to your schedule so you can give yourself some downtime if you need to recuperate. I noticed a ringing in this ear yesterday. It didn't happen long. I already talked about the yellow mucus, the drip in my throat. Now day 3, I was extremely energized. Yesterday I could have conquered the world. Yesterday I was so energized I was scared because I'm like, okay, I don't want to exhaust my adrenals. Let me try to slow it down. Yesterday was day 3, very energized. Okay, so here's the TMI part, but it should be talked about. If these dogs don't shut up. Luca, shh, enough. Okay, yesterday was day 3. I had to do blood work today. And again, I'm going to say it right now. It's TMI, but this is stuff we need to talk about because if we don't talk about it, we don't look at it, and we don't know. I had to have blood work done today. And part of my lab work, I needed to give stool samples. So for the stool sample, I had to put a thin paper that they gave me in the toilet. I had to release. I had to take it. I had to do something with some stick they gave me to put it in some liquid so they could test my stool because my grandmother had colon cancer, so they want to start checking me early. Cool. I am so excited that I started this cleanse when I did because I always felt my body was toxic, but I didn't know why. I was examined for cancer for my breast. I was examined for cancer in my uterus. I was examined for lung issues. I was examined for a chest issue, my heart. I did everything you can imagine. But I always have this issue where I always feel on and off. Like something is always wrong with me. I'm either getting dizzy, I'm getting bad headaches, I'm very low in energy. My mood swings this week has been off the chart. I even feel sorry for my kids because they look at me like, yo, okay, you know, you're supposed to be all zen. What's going on with you? Depression, I'm like this. I'm hyper one day, the next day I'm just don't want to be bothered. So I always felt for the last, I want to say the last year, I just felt that I was very toxic and I couldn't understand why, even after all the tests I've had done. So today in examining my stool, I took a closer look and I noticed that I have parasites. Now, To me, I think knowing that I had parasites before would make me feel freaky and oh my God, ew, that's nasty. But I was so freaking excited to see the daggone worms in my stool. I ran to the room and I called the kids and I was like, yo, come and see, look at this, look at this. And that just made me realize, okay, all the physical issues that I've been having is because of these daggone parasites. So I went online and sure enough, now this is some information I knew before, but I never took the extra time to do anything about it. So I went online and I looked online and sure enough, majority of the symptoms that I've been experiencing is due to parasites. Now you may be sitting there like, ew, she got worms. Well, ew, you may have worms too. Because majority of us have worms and we don't know about it. The thing is, how many parasites are in your body is the issue. All of us have parasites. There's people that they have parasites, but it's not attacking their system, which they have no symptoms. And there's a majority of us that have parasites. We have no clue we have parasites. It's attacking our system. We're thinking, oh, let me take Zantac because I'm depressed. Oh, let me take this other medication. The doctor's saying you have A, B, C, and D, but no, you got parasites. So when I saw the 21 signs of what you may be going through and that it's the cause of parasites, I'm like, I have to share this information today, no matter how disgusting it is. But one thing I'm going to tell you guys to do, start checking your shit. Plain and simple, start checking your shit. It's funny, I have 2 dogs, and when I first got them, they had issues with worms. So I had to learn to check their poop. And it made me realize we're all animals. We're all having the same issues. You eat sushi, you can get parasite. You walk outside barefooted, you can get parasite. You have animals, you can get parasite. You can pick up germs and parasites from doorknobs to phones to you name it, you can catch it. So don't have this feeling like, oh, I don't have any parasites. What you need to start thinking to yourself is, let me find out these 21 symptoms that Donata's talking about, and let me assess myself and see if I'm having any of these issues. And if you are, start taking a real good look at your stool. Your stool, your urine, all this stuff that may be nasty, it all shows us what's going on in our body. Simple. Let me give an example. If your stool comes out in little pebbles, they look like little pebbles when they drop. You can even hear it in the water and when it drops. What does that say about your body? It says that your body is dehydrated. Now, if your stool is very mushy and really, really soft, then it tells you something else about your body. So take a moment and Google, what does a normal stool look like? Start paying attention to your stool, especially if you're doing this cleanse. If you're finding a lot of white stuff, specks in your stool, be sure that you pay attention when it comes to the parasites. Mine was so bad that I know one of the parasites that I have is tapeworm. I know it, I saw it. It had the little, looked like a tape, and it had little segments. That's a tapeworm. So I was able to determine one of my parasites is tapeworm. Was I able to tell anything else? No. So that is exciting for me, that I feel now I'm getting down to the root of what's going on with me. I called my holistic doctor this morning. I'm going to make an appointment with her because I don't know how many parasites are in my body, and if it's a lot, I have to be very careful in how I get rid of them because parasites eat up everything in your body. So if you kill them off too quickly, it will make you very sick. So let's get to the good part. What are the symptoms to look out for? 1 second, because I don't want to keep you guys too long, but this is so interesting for me. It's like, yay! Okay, let me look at the questions first before I tell you the symptoms. Real quick. Instagram, let's see. I'm going to tell you right now how you could tell if you have parasites. One of them, check your poop. Check your poop very closely, even if that means taking a paper plate, putting it at the bottom of the toilet, pooping on it, and that would probably be hard to take a good look. Let's see. You see, with what they gave me at the doctor's office, it was like this sheet that taped up on both sides of the toilet, so I was able to put a paper plate under the sheet and take a good look. I don't know, I think you'd have to be creative. Maybe even do something like this. Okay, here's maybe a good way. You see these garbage bags? Tape it at both sides of the toilet. Don't let it hit in the water. Let it hang like this, because this is almost like what they gave me at the doctor's office. So let's say you tape it here and you tape it here. Leave a little bit of a swoop, but don't let it hit the water. So maybe about this much. Even get a regular garbage bag. Don't go buying stuff. I'm sure you have something at home that can help you collect your poop. So put it like this, and when you finish, get a paper plate, and when you pick this up, put it on a paper plate and examine. If I didn't do that, I would not have seen the parasites. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I always check my poop. I've been doing that for the past year, but what you could see from the distance of the toilet and what you could see closer is completely different. So take that extra time and examine your poop if you feel you have parasites. Let me answer the other questions and I'll tell you some of the signs. You're welcome. Wonderful info on the parasites. I'm getting a colonic on Saturday. I'm definitely going to do awesome. Go to the doctors. Okay, so here, yes. If you're having parasites and you want to get rid of them more than this cleanse, I'm glad you mentioned that, because each parasite may need a different regimen to kill the parasite. So this cleanse right now that I'm doing, and mind you, I didn't start this cleanse for parasites. I started this cleanse to cleanse my body. Now that I see I have parasites, I'm going to go to the doctor and figure out, I'm going to go to a holistic doctor. Let me preface that the right way. I'm going to go to a holistic doctor so they can make some herbs for me. They can give me some herbal pill to get rid of the parasites, because if I remember correctly, there are 3 phases of parasites. You have the live ones that you can kill. While they're being eliminated, they can drop whatever eggs they have left, or they left eggs behind. And you have the parasites that go into a dormant phase. So they're in your body, but they come and go as they please. They show up and show out when they want to. So this cleanse right here may be cleaning out the ones that are alive, but I still need something to kill off the ones that are born inside of me, and I need to kill off the ones that are dormant. So I need to go to a holistic doctor and have them do a full treatment for me, because yes, it's cool, I'm cleansing this parasite, and okay, I gotta remember to say that. I'm cleansing this parasite, but I don't want in 6 months all the little babies start growing and have parasites again. And one thing that you'll notice, that if your stomach, and I don't know if you can see, if up here can never go down, that one of the signs is parasite. And I noticed for the last 1.5 years, it doesn't matter how much I exercise, how much I eat better, this little gut on the top, like my bottom will go down, but up here, it's like it's hanging from, it's there for life. It's like, my stomach is like, I am ride or die. So I kind of felt that maybe something was going on here. I thought it was my adrenals, but now I'm realizing it's parasites. So if you have issues with up here, check into the parasites also. Okay, Amy, headaches and being tired is part of the symptoms. So let me go into the symptoms right now. I'm gonna go over 21 symptoms, 21 signs that you may be fighting or have parasites. 1, mood disorders. And I already told you, the past few days, the past few weeks, like my mood is I get mad very easily. I'm like that by nature, but I feel like it's gotten worse. Mood disorders, strong cravings for sugary food. If you are craving sugary food all the time, I'm going to tell you exactly what you're doing. That cookie you're about to eat, you're feeding your parasite. If we got to put it that direct, that cookie you're about to eat, you are feeding your parasite. You're not feeding yourself. You're not feeding your craving. That parasite is saying, I want sugar, feed me now, and you go into this mood of, I have to have something sweet. You're feeding your parasite. So anytime you have a craving for some sugar, think to yourself, do I want to feed my parasite today, or do I want to cleanse my body? Anemia or iron deficiency, because certain parasites feed off of blood. And I don't know how many parasites there are, but each one of them do something different. So I'm going to actually read up more on this, because now it's become very interesting for me to look into. But different parasites feed off of different organs. They feed off of blood. They feed off of different tissues. People that think they have leaky gut or has leaky gut, parasites are eating up the lining of their gut. So you gotta pay attention to that. So anemia and iron deficiency is another one. Skin ailments, eczema, rashes, psoriasis, breakouts, that can be caused by the parasite. And if I remember correctly, the reason why you have the skin issue is because the parasite releases a toxin, and it's that toxin that attacks your skin. So that's why you get skin issues. Reoccurring yeast infections. So if you're not sexually active, but you always notice you're getting a yeast infection, look into maybe having parasites. Ooh, let me turn off the oven. Bleeding gums. If your gums are sensitive and bleeding. Headaches. I always have major headaches. So that goes to I'm gonna even go as far as telling you that with me, I always feel a funny feeling on this side of my head. On this side of my brain, I always feel like something's swimming. And even there are even times that I feel it in my eye, and it will scare me. And I'm thinking that has to do with high blood pressure, so I'll go check my pressure, and it doesn't. I learned today that your gut has a direct connection with your brain. It's called vagus something. I can't remember what it's called. It's called vagus something. But your gut has a direct connection to your brain. So if I have parasites in my gut, guess what's going on up here? It's not far-fetched that little feeling that I keep feeling on this side of my head, and now that I'm talking to you, it's like a wow moment. So I explained to you guys that I have a clawy feeling on this side of my nose. I told you guys just now that sometimes I'll feel a funny feeling on this side of my eye, and I have the funny sensation on this side of my head. So now I'm really gonna pay extra attention, because it may be parasites that's traveled from my digestive system to my brain. And that's not a good thing, because you don't want the parasites to start eating off your brain. Hell, maybe that's why I don't remember shit anymore, because something is going on with parasites in my head. It's not far-fetched. If you go and Google parasites, you're going to see places that people have found parasites that are absolutely disgusting. But if we don't talk about it, you don't pay attention to your body, it can be multiplying in your body and making your body worse. So instead of avoiding the issue, why not look into it and start trying to kill these parasites that are in your system instead of trying to I don't want to deal with that, I don't want to see anything coming out. No, take charge of your body, take charge of your health. If this was happening to your child, especially the way our kids eat, if this is happening to your child, you're going to be on top of it. So the same way you'll be on top of it for your loved one, you need to be on top of it for yourself. Casey, I feel you. It's crazy. I get a lot of headaches too, and everything you just said about your headache is me. Yeah. Start even before you go see a doctor. Start looking at your stool. Tasha, t-shirt by, I know you're doing the cleanse. When you poop, take a look at your poop and see if you see anything white. They look white. They look beige. I almost wanted to take a picture, but that's okay. Google has a lot of pictures, so just Google it and look at it. Okay, so headaches, anxiety. If you're dealing with anxiety, take a look at your stool. When they say that your gut is the strongest part in your body and majority of issues start in the gut, it really, really does. So take a look at your stool. You're feeling anxious, you're having anxiety, it may be parasites, so take a look at that. If you're very nervous, if you grind your teeth, especially at night, if you have food allergies and food sensitivities, if you have a loss of appetite, if you have sexual dysfunction, if you have chronic fatigue, if you're tired all the time, the parasites are zapping your energy. Because what happens when you eat, when you nourish your body is supposed to transform what you eat into energy. That's how, when you don't eat for a while, you feel, and as soon as you eat, especially when you eat something healthy, you feel, I'm ready to go. Because the food nourishes your body. But if you eat something and then it's not being converted because the parasites are eating it, it's zapping your nutrition, and that's what causes you to become very fatigued. So if you're tired all the time, that's another thing to look into. I hate the funny feeling in my stomach. Yeah, and you know what? Twice. I tell you, sometimes God shows you signs and you just ignore them. Twice. I remember one time I kept feeling a funny feeling up my arm. And I'm like, And I thought, oh, that could be a parasite. But I was like, nah. Today I felt a funny feeling coming up here. And it's like that same swimmy feeling I feel here, I felt it here. So I'm like, okay, because these bad boys could go anywhere in your body. Don't think the parasites just stay in your stomach. They could go anywhere in your body. So be mindful of that. Unhealthy food cravings, which we covered. Persistent digestive problems. If you always have problems with your digestive system, look into parasites. If you're hungry all the time, you just ate something, like my son, I want to take a look at him because I noticed lately, as soon as he finished eating, Mommy, I'm hungry. You just ate. And I'm looking at him like, you just ate. What is, oh, well, I'm a growing boy. No, you may have more going on with your stomach. So we need to take a look at that. So if you're hungry all the time, pay attention to your stool. Sore joints, if your joints are sore, if you have breathing issues, your lungs, if you're itching, remember what I said about skin condition and the parasites releasing toxins in your bloodstream. So if you're itching, look into that. And if you have memory problems, if you're always forgetting stuff, I can never remember anything. I have to write everything down. If you don't remember the appointment you had tomorrow, if you just did something, you forgot you did it, if you had to ask somebody a question 3 times, start looking at your stool. What do you suggest for kids? Right now, for him, I'm gonna take a look at his stool. That's gonna be my first thing. We're gonna have a science project, and his job is gonna be to check his stool, and I'll double check with him to see if we find anything white. Now, if we do, then I will take him to a holistic doctor so they could prescribe something for him. I have to see. I think it's safe for him to have this cleanse because there's nothing in here that's too powerful for him, especially him. He's 13, for him to have. But I'm definitely going to take him to a holistic doctor for them to still say, okay, remember I told you there's several ways to kill a parasite. So if this doesn't cover it all, he will need additional herbs or what do you call it, herbal medication. So if I do suspect that with him and I do see some specks in his poop, I will definitely take him to a holistic doctor. So those are the 21 issues, guys. I hope that if you've noticed you have even at least 5 or 6 of these issues, especially headaches and feeling tired all the time and craving sugar all the time, you definitely want to take a closer look at your stool. And if you feel nasty doing it, just say to yourself, it's either this or these things are going to multiply in my body. So I need to figure out if I'm having them or not. So flush will take care of it. What do you mean flush? Yeah, I want to detox my whole family too. I have one daughter that always craves sugar, always. Trust me, I have a 20-year-old, a 19-year-old, and a 13-year-old. They all eat crappy. One of them is always craving sugar, so I just took that article and emailed it to them. So if anything, we can start doing the cleanse together, and I could teach them to be more mindful of their stool, because that's the key of knowing what's going on. For the kids, no, the kidney liver flush will not take care of all the parasites. There's different types of parasites. Hold on, let me see if I can look it up real quick. 1 second. One second. And guys, I have maybe 9 more minutes because I know Instagram will cut me off at an hour. So basically, I'm trying to find out. No, there's so many different types of parasites. I can't figure out. I'm trying to get to your question. Your question was, is the kidney liver flush, will that be suffice to kill off parasites? No, because if this drink is killing off live parasites, you need something that's going to kill off the eggs, and you need something that's going to kill off the parasites that go into a dormant phase. So I can tell you something else that will help kill parasites too. Now this is something you guys will need to look into, or I could do research and do a live stream on it. But I know if you eat the seeds of a papaya, that will help kill parasites also. Now I will warn you, you eat too much of these seeds, you will be killing off too many parasites at one time, and it can make you very sick. So there has to be a balance in everything that you do. You can make that's why I brought the papaya. I'm gonna eat more papaya. I'm gonna add a few seeds of the papaya to my smoothies, and try to find different ways to kill off the parasites until I can go to my holistic doctor and get her to give me more of a strategic plan to get rid of the parasites. But papaya is another very good fruit that helps with killing off parasites. Now, I didn't do any research to find out what type of parasites it kills off. I just remember this from doing research, I think last year, on parasites, and I read about the papaya cleanse. So papaya is very good. With papaya, you don't want to have too many seeds because it's very strong. One thing I could tell you about parasites, what you don't like to eat, it doesn't like to eat. What you like to eat, it likes to eat. So you see how some stuff that are healthy tastes nasty, and we don't want it? If you don't want it, your parasites are not going to want it. The stuff the parasite wants are all the yummy food that you like. Cake, pies, sugar, whatever, fried foods, whatever. Whatever's not good for you, the parasites love it. So when you're eating, start to think to yourself, is this healthy? Am I feeding? Eat, especially if you feel like you have parasites. Now these days when I eat, I'm going to be asking myself, am I feeding parasites, or am I trying to kill the parasites? That's how I'm going to have to start eating nowadays, because I want to get rid of this. Awesome, you lost 4 pounds. Amazing. Good. Since you started the cleanse, Casey, my daughter ate the seeds to cleanse, and now we have a baby. That should be good, right? Okay, guys, so hopefully I shared enough information today. I'm going to go drink my drink after the live stream. If you jumped on towards the end, awesome, Casey, congratulations. I noticed that my sides have been going down too. Again, I didn't start the cleanse to lose weight. That's an added benefit. My main thing now is to get rid of these parasites, especially after seeing them. I need them to be gone. So I hope you guys really got a lot of information. I got a few more minutes. I got maybe 3 more minutes on live before Instagram shuts my mouth. But I really hope that this gave you a ton of information. I hope this helps you to start looking at yourself, start looking at your body, start being more in tune with your body, start being more in tune with your poop, start being in tune with the color of your pee and what's coming out. And if you're doing this cleanse with me, be very mindful of what is going on with your body and take notes of everything, because 24 to 48 hours, you may not remember what happened 2 days ago. So what I've been doing, I brought Doriel's journal, and it's in a print format, so I didn't get to print it out yet. But what I did is the questions that she asked, I've been answering them every day, and that's been keeping me keep track of what's going on. So by the end of this cleanse, I could see, okay, wow, this started on day 1, and no longer am I having this issue, because I really want to feel, I'm tired of being toxic. I'm tired of feeling drained. I'm tired of the headaches. I'm tired of that crawly feeling in my head. So I just want to be healthy. I want to be like I used to be in 2014. So that's my goal, and that's one of the goals of starting this cleanse. So I hope I shared enough information with you guys. If you started watching this in the middle, you have 24 hours to watch this replay on Instagram. Facebook, you may have the same amount of time, I'll see, because with Instagram, I gotta go take it off. And if you're not part of my tribe, please subscribe to the Detox email. And Instagram, to do so, you click the link in my bio. When you click the link of my bio, scroll down and you'll see me meditating on the wall of the Great Wall of China. Click that picture and subscribe. What happens is that every video that I've made regarding anything that has to do with detox, I will send it to you to your email, and you could watch within a week. For Facebook, when I finish this live stream, I'm going to add the link to subscribe to my email, so that anything that I'm doing with detox, if there's information that I've researched and I want to share with you guys, I will share it via email. But I pray and I hope that you found many great nuggets in this live stream, and may we learn to heal our body, heal our mind, our skin and hair through this detox series. Let me answer this one question and I will log off. Does fruit feed the parasites with sugar the same as cakes and pies? Thank you for asking that question. I am going to research that, because I've been drinking my son's smoothie that has strawberry and banana, and I thought that to myself this morning. I wonder if the sugar in the fruits kill the parasites. Now, what I could probably say is you probably need to not have too much fruits, especially if you want to cleanse out the parasites. You may not want to have so many fruits. If I remember correctly, I know certain fruits fed the parasites more. So you know what? I will do this. I will research it, and when I do my drink tomorrow, I'll talk about that on the live stream. Let me write that down. Fruits and parasites. So then I can share with you what fruits are healthy to eat and what fruits you want to stay away from while you're cleansing. Tomorrow live stream will be earlier. You guys know I had to do blood work today, so I started a little late. I have to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to be on between 6:30 and 7. If you don't catch the replay, if you don't catch it live, you're more than welcome to check the replay, okay guys? Thank you so much. You guys having a blessed and amazing Thursday. Bye.